And then the other thing I want to touch on when it comes to mental health is there are band-aids for mental health. If you're having a bad day and you just turn on video games, that's a band-aid because it's taking your mind off it and putting dopamine in your brain, but it's not real. And so understanding the root of my causes is the reason why I'm able to have this perspective. Without it, it's just a band-aid and then it just pushes it back for another date. So understanding the core of your problems is really good, and having those outlets of those band-aids are really good for temporary, but you need, if you really want to succeed and feel good about yourself, it's all about finding those fixes so that you can feel comfortable in your own skin.
Got an up and down time. Are you like pretty much aiming to break 80 every time, or are you trying to like get like as close as you can to par?
For the whites, probably. If I give myself some leeway, I'd say more break 83 or 82.
Okay.
Well, the difference between a 79 and an 80 or 81 is just so small.
Yeah, it's one made putt, it's one lip out. Yeah, and you know what it really is? It comes back to the being comfortable in uncomfortable situations, and something is eating away at you, right? And you're like, I want to distract myself with this little temporary dopamine boost, whatever, video games or, you know, junk food or whatever. If you're avoiding the problem, you know, the problem's never going to get solved.
Exactly.
And so by being very okay with being uncomfortable and not chasing those comforts, you can sit with your mess and kind of observe it and go, okay, that's what the issue is. It's over there, you know, instead of like the issue is this uncomfortable feeling that you have to run away from. And,
exactly.
Yeah, and having the self-awareness to go, this is me, right? This is something that is something I can control inside me, and then taking those steps. That's a whole other challenge, but the first step, and the step that everybody can do, is to do the self-reflection. You know, once you figure out what those problems are, what the traumas from your childhood that caused those things, then you can, you know, take the next steps to find resources to help, you know, whether it's therapy or, you know.
Couldn't have said it better. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm a big proponent of therapy as well.
Too.
If you are facing a challenge, somebody else may have the answer.
It's like a puzzle. It's like sometimes you're looking for that final piece, but you can't see it because you're so in the puzzle. If you get your buddy to kind of come in and look at it from a big perspective, it's like, oh, it's right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Totally.
And,
yeah. And sometimes you're so in the middle of it, you can't see the thing. You know, you can't see it from the bird's eye view. And so bringing somebody else in, like a therapist or even just a friend, you know, just talking to your friends about your struggles.
Everyone's gone through something like this. Everyone.
And chances are we've all gone through, whether they're the exact same problems or whether they're the similar lessons that we've come to the same conclusions. Like, you know, we're all part of this human experience. We're all on this floating rock through space, and like we all have a similar experience, despite how divided and, you know, different everybody thinks that we are.
Brain chemistry is the same for everyone, and so
for the most part, we're all made up of the same stuff, same cells, the same, you know, chemicals, maybe slightly different combination,
100%.
but for the most part, you know, it's all the same. That's a good try.
Thanks.
It looked like it was going for it, and then it trickled out 8 feet.
Yeah.
Dude, it just comes back to the empathy.
Yeah.
You know, and I think being more empathy, the better.
Yeah.
You know, and you having gone through some struggles and recognizing those challenges and recognizing the lessons that work for you, you're able to help other people now. You know, you're in a position now to, you know, carry some weight in this community, and you definitely have the skills to do that, which is really cool. And I'm honestly excited just to see how positively you impact the lives that are in your life, because I really I'm impressed with your mindset about things.
Thank you.
And yeah, I mean, this show's all about finding like the right approach to life and golf, and you know, you have a really good approach.
Oh.
That's rough.
The story of the back nine.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Double? Huh?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
5 iron, 50 degree or 54 degree putt. That's a double. Out of cheese. Hey, life is full of setbacks.
Yeah.
This is a setback.
Exactly. Like in the grand scheme of things, again, we're still on our way of making our goal.
Yeah. I mean, unless we quad bogey this one, we would need to quad bogey to not break our goal. That does get us to +1 on the day. So we were -1, double bogey, +1 now with 1 hole to go. I mean, it's adding up for a birdie, right? Let's do it.
That's where the mindset is.
Yeah, the game is setting us up for...
As the sun is kissing on the rolling hills in New Jersey.
Look at this, beautiful sunset. We'll make a birdie, you know, we'll hit a nice long iron into the green. It'll be delightful.
Exactly.
We can't have a great finish if it's just, you know,
Yeah,
all good.
exactly. You need a little
Diversity, dude. Diversity. It is fun. It's fun to do. It's.
I'm
fun.
glad you're doing it.
Yeah. Thanks. Me too. I'm glad I'm doing it. I'm glad I'm doing it because I get to learn from everybody too. Like
That's how I got good so fast. Is like when I was going out before I was becoming a pro, I would ask everyone just their approach to the game. And the fact that like learning from that, even if it's like a 18 handicap or whatever, just being able to learn from that, just you learn the little things about golf that you don't learn like in a PGM program or things like that.
Right, totally, yeah. And like that's really the cool thing is like even golfers that aren't, you know, like a scratch golfer,
Technical.
or like breaking 80 all the time, like even they're good at, you know, doing
They might be
certain
better
things.
at those shots out of the trees, and you learn from them.
Right, yeah, maybe, yeah. They've got certain approaches, you know, in their strategy and their club selection that can still translate. Even if they don't have the physical skills, you know, tons of people know how to be strategic and, you know, navigate their way around the course in a good way. So you can absolutely...
Could not agree more.
And that's like really what we're trying to do is finding the right approach. The name of the channel is called The Right Approach.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, so it's the right approach to golf, it's the right approach to life. You know, it's kind of a play on the approach shot, right? Like it's the second shot in, it's the approach shot. So it's like finding the right approach.
I like that a lot.
And there's more than one way to do it.
So many ways to do it.
Yeah.
All right, let's hit a bomb here.
Bombs away. That's it, all day. Man, that's so perfect. Lovely. If you're always trying to grow, you know, as long as you're working on growth and that's your priority, it's not where you're getting to, but it's just the journey along.
And that's the fun part.
Yeah. And it's also, it makes it a lot more fun when you take the, you know, the weight of execution out and you just go, I'm gonna try, and I'm either gonna succeed or I'm gonna learn. It's like, it's fun. Mm-hmm. It's fun when you succeed, and then it's also like fun when you're like, got it for next time.
Yes.
I definitely got it for next time. That's in some ways even more satisfying.